Okay, see the 2 dumps down to the left? That's the worst thing you can do in this situation, right, KP?
The very worst thing. I mean, Jeff Gordon said the same thing. He said if you're on the outside and you can really work the car from the outside, it stabilizes the car, just like we showed in the piece that Wally and I shot at. But see, he's to the left side. When you dump to the left, Jeff said, these cars get incredibly loose. When you get to the left and the car rotates in, it rotates off that left rear like that on the bumper, and they're not flat against each other anymore, and the 21 just takes off. One car's involved in it, probably the 47 car, because the one car's trying to get down off the racetrack too. So there's 3 or 4 cars that have damage, but the 21 is just...
If you're going to take care of the guy in front of you, you've got to hang to the right. You can't drop down to the left, and that was just a situation where as soon as he went down to the left, he just hooked a 21.
And Boyer got hit in the door right there, too. You saw as they came down, Burton was able to avoid it, but the 33 car has some damage.
Big-time damage for Bain. Jamie McMurray on pit road as well, under caution, 5 laps in at Daytona.
Biffle is right behind him, coming off of 4. Biffle got in the wall pretty hard there too, but Biffle it wasn't like he was in the right. The 99 may have had to check up just a little bit. He may have been pushing off or whatever, but
he was running 3rd at the time of the accident and had led 1 lap here tonight.
Looked like he even was a little bit loose getting up off that corner. He hit the wall pretty hard though. It doesn't look like it's that hard, but look at the right rear there. A lot of damage.
Now we ride on board with Regan Smith, looking back at Carl Edwards. How about Jeff Gordon and Mark Martin driving right through unscathed?
We're going to go to the top here and go around the 78.
And I will tell you, was that Carl speaking? Was that Carl on the mic saying we're going to go to the top and go around the 78?
We hit pretty hard. We got the race run, suspension damage back.
Carl brought out our 2nd caution of the night, and it's Dave Blaney bringing out our 3rd as you see the replay here.
Couldn't really tell from that angle what. Obviously he was with somebody there, so he obviously got hooked because there's nobody else around him. And like Kyle said, look at the Red Bull cars. He gets into the 4 car again, just a little bit, slides up the racetrack.
And again, he's to the left side of the 4 car, okay? The 4 car goes up, and you see right here, Jeff's there, but the 83 turns the 4 car right there. The 83 hit him and knocked the 4 car up the racetrack. The 83 did not give, Brian Vickers didn't give the 4 car a chance to recover. Jeff did a great job right here. Mark did a great job of avoiding this, but this thing just slid sideways, and all these guys just avoid the spinning car.
And it doesn't take any contact. If you watch, the car comes across Mark's, or the 24's nose, just a little bit. These cars are already on edge so much, it just doesn't take a whole lot.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, the 18 car got into the outside wall pretty good. I think Joy tried to stay off of it, but the 18 car banged it a little bit.
We ride on board with Jamie McMurray right behind the mess.
As he rolls out of the throttle, you can just listen to it. That was a good job getting through that.
Yeah.
Off in the middle with no place to go here. See how he's kind of sneaking up in there? Just ran out of room.
Regan Smith got a piece. See Travis Kvapil climbing in. David Rudeman.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, when you look at that, Mark's there and Logano's there. I don't know where Mark was going. Yeah, to be honest with you, you know what I mean? Look, Joy couldn't really go anywhere. They all were trying to get to the same place on the racetrack for whatever reason. I don't know why Mark tried to jump off the back of the group he was in. But of course, he doesn't have a partner anymore.
Now we go on board with Tony Stewart.
2 wide middle 31. 2 wide middle 31. Keep digging her.
Yeah, I'm not sure Mark knew Logano was there.
I don't think he knew.
Low side.
Because
Stay right there.
I don't think he felt Logano.
Stay right there. Stay right there.
He had a lot of room up on his
on the
right-hand
high
side that he wasn't using.
Yeah.
See how he squeaked? He was down there pretty low. I don't think he did feel it was there.
Yeah.
Checking up here. Watch him. Clear the bottom.
These are some hard hits.
Caution's out. Caution's out. Just rip back.
Watch Kurt Busch in the 22. We were on board with him a moment ago. He took a couple of hits as well.
Yeah, he got hit hard in the door right there, and he was just about clear of the thing.
Boy, Kvapil got turned too and went straight up at the Truex in the 56.
But I think when you go back and look at it, Mark realized he was the odd man out. He was the third car in line.
And a lap.
Yeah, and it's hard to really say. You see the 9 car get turned, the 9 to 51 and the 00. It's hard to say right there because they're just in the corner of the screen. But in front of these guys, they're wrecking on around the corner here.
All this happened
You see
over
right here.
in turn 3.
It looks like somebody got. It looks like Castle just slid up the racetrack and got into the left rear of Ambrose.
Yeah, and
he may have got shoved up. You know, by that angle, it's hard to see, but
it is hard. And the 00 had already been in an accident, and so had the 51 car of Landon Castle. These guys had already been in an accident.
48, right up in the middle, comes down, and I think the one is going to get hooked by, or the one in the 88 got together.
Yeah, it's like the
and then
one
forget
came,
it. Yeah,
it's like McMurray came down on Junior. Junior got down on the flat, had to come back up on the racetrack, and then, I mean, and this is the second wreck, as you said, and these guys are still just hauling the mail through.
But this
here.
is kind of typical for here, for as far as the finish goes.
Look at those
this
guys.
is normally where it happens. Those guys are finishing wrecking up in 3 and 4.
And in the background, that's great.
The post-game show still